Hey everybody, we're back. Woo-hoo! Merry Christmas. Episode 51.
51.
The big 5-1. Woo! We are one episode away from secret handshake. We are one episode away from doing one full year, one a week for a full year of the AF5 podcast.
I know.
I'm pretty proud of ourselves.
I know. I'm very proud of ourselves.
And episode 52 is going to have a special guest.
It is.
And we're going to do some fun stuff. We may even have 2 guests.
Sweet.
We shall see. I don't know. One is confirmed, and the other one said, nah, maybe.
No thanks.
Pass. Hard pass. But we're excited to be back. This is episode 51. And as you can see, we are ready for the holidays. I am the angry elf.
And I'm the happy Christmas tree.
He's the Charlie Brown tree. Anyway, we want to welcome you guys back. Thank you for joining us again. Throughout the year, we have done a lot of episodes where we talk about our family. We talk about how we were raised, how the kids were raised, why we raised them a certain way, whatever. And whenever we did some semblance of an episode like that, we got at least 5 to 10 requests saying, maybe even more, especially when we do an Ask Us Anything, what are your traditions during the holidays?
Sure.
So we talked about Halloween pretty much. We did a whole month of Halloween stuff. And I don't know if we got into, I don't remember if we got into our Halloween traditions.
Well, we talked a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the most requested one we got was, what do we do during Christmas? Because we celebrate Christmas. And it's like, whatever you celebrate as your tradition, that's awesome. We're in full support of it.
Yes.
But we were just thinking, okay, this has come up a lot. We should probably do an episode on that.
Right.
And then we were talking about, okay, well, we do this, this, and this. And then we were looking at each other going, I don't know if we can make a whole episode out of that because it's not that much. No. But then when we started breaking it down, then we were like, oh, yeah, we can for sure probably do 2 episodes on that, which we won't because our next episode is our final of the year. And we have some cool stuff planned. So going back to that, Tate was like, okay, let me just look some up on Reddit and see what other people are doing.
Yeah.
And there were some of them pretty funny.
Yeah.
A lot of them were kind of sad or not that interesting. So we were like, okay, so he found 2 that we really liked. And then it reminded me of one that one of my clients did. So let's just jump into that.
Yeah.
We'll tell you three random ones. Yeah. And then we'll get into the AF5 holiday traditions for Christmas. Sound good? All right, let's get into it. So you go ahead and read the first tradition that we talked about, which was
the first the one I came across that I thought was really cool is a guy said when his first child was born, they did walks around the neighborhood, and as the child was in the stroller, and they would look at all the Christmas lights.
How fun!
Yeah,
I love that.
He said he just started it with the firstborn, and then it just carried on with everyone else, and now they still do it to this day.
Do they have roadies?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. He didn't mention roadies. He just talked about it. It's like he wants it to continue. He wants his kids to do it, and their kids to do it.
Oh, that's so cool.
He's fired up about it.
It's probably way fun if you have a roadie.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Like if I liked eggnog, I would have eggnog, and that would be what is in eggnog?
I have no idea, but I like it.
You're just drinking random drinks and going, I don't know what's in it, but is it milk?
I don't know. It could be. Yeah, there's egg yolk in there too, I think.
No.
Yeah, there's egg. Yeah, isn't that why it's called eggnog?
I don't know.
Yeah, because it's in there.
That's a white people drink.
It is a white people drink.
Honestly, I just look at it and I go, oh, that looks like milk. I don't like that. So I don't even know what it is. I'm like, what's in eggnog? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. You're right. It's with eggs, milk or cream, sugar and spices, and often includes alcohol, which is probably the only thing you cared about. Well, obviously, if it's called eggnog, right? Yeah. But that's a white people drink, man.
It is.
Like the first time I ever saw it, or ever really paid attention to it, was when I saw Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
With Chevy Chase, and he's drinking out of the moose.
Yeah.
Right?
The
moose
heads,
cup. Yeah. From Wally World. And he's drinking it, and I was like, why is he drinking milk? That's so gross. Why would anybody put milk and a punch bowl. And then I think my cousin Brendan goes, no, you idiot. It's eggnog. And I'm like, what the hell's eggnog? It's an alcohol. Like, that's all he told me. And here I am, older than Jesus, like finally looking it up to see what's in it. So it's egg, milk or cream, spices, and probably like rum, maybe?
Probably. I don't know exactly what alcohols I put in there, but
I guess you could just try them all and see what works.
Yeah. But I actually don't mind if without alcohol because I've had it without, and I like the way it tastes.
Where did you drink eggnog?
I can't remember, but I just remember how it tastes.
It looks like, and I've never tried eggnog.
Sure.
But it looks like it tastes like a warm milkshake.
Yeah.
Is that what it tastes like?
Yeah.
But like a Christmas milkshake.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll throw ice in there and it serves kind of cold, but
like a melted milkshake. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's the consistency of milk. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I gotta stop doing that because I will make myself throw up.
The question is, how many eggs are in there to
I
make
don't know.
that?
That just like liquid eggs and you're just drinking it. That's with milk. 2 of the worst things on the planet. That's gross. I can barely eat egg whites.
That's protein.
I know. I can barely eat egg whites with spinach in it. And I have to have like a sauce on it, like a, I don't know, like a Cholula or like mustard or something on my eggs. I know it sounds gross, but like that's how I get my gains, my protein. Anyway, okay, we've gone way off track. So Christmas walks, I like that. That's a cool
Christmas
tradition.
walk was one of them. Yeah, I thought it was awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I love that idea. You know, and the fact that they have a neighborhood that has that kind of.
I was gonna say because a lot of neighborhoods don't have that. Maybe he'd drive, like if it was us, we'd drive to the rich neighborhood, like in Halloween. Like on Halloween, you drive your kid to the rich neighborhood because they got to give out the best candy.
Yeah.
But you go to a neighborhood that has the best lights and you just kind of walk around. That's kind of cool. I like that. Okay. So the other tradition I thought about that wasn't our tradition, but and every year I go, let's do this. And everyone goes, crickets, crickets. And I'm like, fuck you guys. I know it was a white lady who did this, but it was really cool. So let me tell you this tradition. So I had this client and she was like one of those ladies that likes to have like shops at Michael's all the time and like has like hand crafts everywhere and quilts and shit like that. And she's like, she was super cringe, but she was nice. But she was like, I'm having a cookie party and with all my friends and I want you guys to come. And I was like, okay. And so I asked my team, including my best friend, Evelyn. So Evelyn, if you're watching this, fuck you. Because she said she was going and that's the only reason, strength in numbers. You don't want to go to a stranger's house with like by yourself. Yeah. So I roll up and then Ev goes, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not feeling good. I can't come. And I'm like, you motherfucker. Well, at least one of my 2 other staffs are going to come. No, they both canceled too. I was there at this old lady's house by myself with all her other old lady crony friends. A few I didn't like, some I didn't know. But I was like, I'm already here.
When you say old lady, what are you talking about? What's the age gap there? Just curious.
Okay, so at this time, I'm probably like, I don't know, like late 20s, maybe early 30s. No, probably early 30s.
Okay.
And these ladies were probably in their 60s.
Nice.
So double my age.
But they knew you.
Yeah.
They all knew you from work.
Yeah.
They're just the older.
Yeah, they knew me as the boss of my team.
Sure.
And they were like, oh my gosh, the boss of this company is coming to our cookie party. And in my head, I was like, joke's on you because I'm bringing my posse. I don't want to be alone with you guys. And then I show up and everybody bailed on me. I couldn't believe it. And I was like, and I was going to leave, right? And then one lady pulled up and she goes, hey, Noelle. And I was like, fuck. Now I have to go in. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go make a cameo and I'm going to bounce, right? But the rules were, and here's another reason why I went in too, is because the cookie party consisted of this. You make 3 different types of cookies or like a dessert, right? Like a baked good of some sort, right? And so I think I made 2 different cookies, and then I think I made brownie bites, and you have to put them in their own tin or their own box or whatever. You have to like doll them up, right? And so you bring, that was the rule, and she didn't tell me anything else. You just got to bring 3 different cookies, and you have to wrap them nice, and you got to bring them. So I said, okay. So we go, and then they're playing Christmas games, and they're playing word scrambles. I fucking hate word scrambles because, hi, I'm dyslexic and I have no attention span. So they're like, okay, we're passing out the papers. Who needs a pen? And it was like a baby shower, but like for Christmas. And so we did a bunch of games, but I did win. Here's the silver lining, guys. I won a cookbook. It was for the crock pot. And I just got a crock pot. And to this day,
We still have it.
I still have that cookbook and I still fucking use it, dude. That's how I learned how to make chili, my own homemade chili, but I put my own twist on it from the cookbook, from the cookie party. So we go in there, we're playing games. I win this book, right? Yeah. And then at the end, she's like, okay, it's time for cookies. And I was like, cool. I just thought everybody was going to like bust open their cookies. Yeah. And it was like a white elephant. You put all the cookies on this giant table. And mind you, there's like 30 of us.
Sure. Okay? And each one has 3. So that's times.
Yeah. So what is that? 90 batches of baked goods, right? All prettied up or whatever. And so you put them all on this big table and then you draw numbers out of a hat. And then whatever number is, that's the number you go and you pick 3 cookies, but you can't pick your own. That's the rule. So you go and you bring 3 batches of cookies and you leave with 3 brand new ones.
Nice.
And some of these, because these ladies were crafty as shit.
Yeah, because they're older.
And they're older and they had patience for that shit. Yeah. I just went to Michael's and bought those really pretty boxes with the lids. And I got a big bowl and I put them on there. I baked my ass off though, so I know how to bake. So, but they did all these elaborate handmade with keychains or charms, and I was like, damn. And mine was cute, but they put mine to shame. So you got to leave with 3 different cookies, and I'm like, this is kind of badass. Had the time of my life. I didn't want to be there at first, and then I was like, all right, guys. I'm like the last one there. Swapping recipes, learning how to knit and shit like that.
You're helping clean up.
Yeah. No, I draw the line at that. No. But they sent me home with a bunch of food that I brought home for you guys. So all in all, it was pretty good. So I thought that was a great tradition. She had been doing that with her friends for like 20 years or something. That's so
awesome.
And every year I say, let's do a cookie party. And everyone goes, all you hear is crickets. So that's my random tradition that I saw. And I still want to do it.
Yeah. It'll happen.
Yeah. Whatever. All right. What's the third one?
The third one was pretty funny. It's an old, like, it talks about an aunt or a great aunt. And she's 80 years old, right? Okay. And the grandmother. Or is it the grandmother? I think it's the grandmother and then her daughter, right?
I don't know. Yeah. You pulled this story.
I know. Oh, I'm just trying to make it make sense. Anyways, the person telling the story is the granddaughter, right?
Yes.
The granddaughter's telling the story. So she mentions her grandma. She got a gift from her sister. And it was an Elizabeth Taylor perfume. And along with the perfume came a watch. It was
a gift with purchase.
Yes, a gift with purchase, right? So it's cheesy.
Was it like white diamonds?
Yeah. It was like gold with the white diamonds.
No. The perfume, was it white diamonds? Is that why they gave a diamond watch? Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, and the watch was huge, and the grandma put it on. She was dancing around with it. She was like, "Look at my watch," and everyone knew it was fake, right?
Yeah.
The following Christmas, she gifted it back
to the sister who gave it to her.
Yeah, to the sister who gave it to her.
Nice.
Yeah, and then it became a joke for years.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the grandma just recently passed away, and then the one telling the story had a present, and it was the watch.
From who?
The aunt gave it to her.
Oh, so the aunt gave her the watch, and now she gets to pass it around?
Yeah, so she can pass it around in her family. But the grandma just recently passed. So it was huge. It was emotional, but it was happy. You know what I mean?
That's so cool.
I know.
I love that.
What a great tradition, right?
No shit. We kind of have a tradition like that. And we'll get into it. But that's a great tradition. I love that. If that was me and I received that watch and my grandma just passed, I would bawl. I would be crying. Yeah. That's so cute.
So it was like she said they were crying and laughing at the same time.
Aww.
Because it's the watch has been passed around.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. See how Elizabeth Taylor just like brings joy to everybody? I love that. She's so badass. Brain blast. I think she was married like 9 times or something like that, or something crazy. Right. That's what I'm talking about. If you're not happy, next. Just keep going. Who cares? Right? Rack up the alimony. I don't know. I like a bad bitch like that who just like says, I don't want to be married to you anymore.
She is Elizabeth Taylor.
I know. So pretty too. Anyway, she's so beautiful. That's why she can do that. She can go, no, we're over you.
No thanks.
Okay. So those are like the 3 random ones that kind of kicked off this idea. And then we were like, we can make a whole episode out of our traditions because we were brain blasting together and it was pretty funny. Some of the stuff we were remembering.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the first thing, which is our Santa Picks tradition and our Christmas music tradition.
Sure.
So the Santa Picks, okay? Some of you guys may know this, and those of you who are new may not. I make sure that our kids, take a picture with Santa every year.
Every year.
And this tradition started when Dason was 10 days old. Because mind you, Dason was born on December 15th.
Yeah.
So 10 days, she was like this little blob. And Santa was holding her. We'll put a picture up here of her. And Santa was holding her. And that I'm like, oh, this is awesome, right? Fast forward almost 2 years later, then Drew was born. Then we had 2 of them. And we'll put a couple of pictures up here as we're talking about this. And we have not missed 1 year. Not 1 year. I have every single picture, including the lockdown. Because we go to the mall, like a cheesy mall picture with Santa, and we take the picture, right?
Yeah.
Or we get they get their picture taken. Well, during COVID, obviously the mall's not open.
Right.
And actually, I think at the time it was, but you had to stand next to Santa like 6 feet away or something like that.
Probably.
So Santa's behind you, and I'm like, I'm not paying money for that. That's bullshit. Plus, I didn't want to get sick. None of us wanted to get sick, so we didn't want to go out.
Yeah.
So I bought a real Santa suit, remember, on Amazon, and I had it shipped to the house, and we made Tate wear it. And we had the kids sit on his lap and take pictures out by the pool. If I can find that picture, we'll put that up here too. But we have not missed, not even one. And Billy's been in every picture for the last
since he came on
7?
board with us. Yeah.
Wait, this year's 7. So for the last 6 years. So we have I don't know that he got in every picture, but he's gone with them.
Yeah. Well,
to take it,
and then we take a family picture.
and then we take a family picture after. So we'll put that picture up here too. But that's one of our non-negotiables.
Yeah.
Like, I don't ask my kids for much. I'm usually the one giving my time, my energy, my happiness, everything, my money, right? But that's the one thing I ask them to do.
Yeah.
And a few years they were like, and I was like, bitch all you want, take the picture, and then go fuck off and do whatever you gotta do. Or we're fighting in the front yard because I need my mom pic.
Yeah.
Because as you guys know, I grew up and I didn't have any pics growing up. And so I want these memories memorialized on photo paper.
Plus, it's fun.
Well, it's fun now. Now they're like, hey, everybody get up. We're going to the mall to take our Santa picture.
Yeah, we'll schedule a day, right? We'll find out that we all go, and then we get up
just
early.
go knock it out. And then we go have breakfast.
And then we go,
yeah.
That's a tradition. Yeah.
Here's a cool thing that they're doing now. This is in Southern California. What they do is now you go, instead of waiting hours in line to see Santa, you go, you check in with a lady that has a little iPad, right? And you give them your name and you give them your phone number, and then you can go fuck off in the mall, and then they'll text you saying you got 15 minutes to hustle your ass back here to get your picture so you don't have to wait in line.
No way.
Yeah. See how I plan everything? He doesn't even know.
They didn't have that last year.
Yeah, they've had it for the last 2 years.
We stood in line.
We stand in line till we get to the lady with the iPad. Then I give her my phone number, and then we went and ate breakfast at that little place, remember?
Oh, that's right. I remember.
Oh, how convenient. Hey, Brain Blast. Did you ever see that TikTok where the lady was saying for the last 10 years, her husband and her kids never put anything in her stocking?
No, you told me about it, though. I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it yet?
No.
Oh, I sent it to you.
I didn't watch it, probably.
Anyway, so if you're watching this and you have a mom, put something in her goddamn stocking. She does all the wrapping and the shopping and all this other, you know what I mean? Oh, that broke my heart.
Yeah.
I think people were sending her money, and I don't know, it was pretty crazy. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. We haven't missed a day of Santa pictures.
No.
And they're pretty awesome.
They are.
And then just talking about Christmas music, I love holiday classics.
Yeah.
Bing Crosby.
Yeah.
What's his name? Dean Martin.
Yeah. Nat King Cole.
Burl Ives. I love the old timey classics.
Yeah. Come December 1st, bam. These things are on repeat in the house.
I'm listening to it on the way to the gym.
Yeah, it's on repeat. It's not at the gym.
No. That's sacred for Meg the Stallion, my Meg the Stallion radio. That's
but
it.
But when we're done, we get in the car, it's back on.
Yeah.
It's on.
Brushing my teeth in the morning.
Yeah, it's on. It's on. 20.
Have a holy jolly Christmas.
Yeah, that's what you get. Hee-haw.
Yeah. Don't you ever fucking forget it. Dominic the Donkey. Has anyone, drop in the comments, have you listened to that? It's the best song ever. It's so cringy, but I guarantee you, once you listen to it, it's going to be stuck in your head and you're going to know every word. It's going to be one of those songs.
But one of our favorite ones is...
What?
Like we listen to all of them, but one of our big time favorites.
Well, the one that the girls absolutely love.
Right.
And they said, oh my gosh, this reminds me of our childhood,
Yeah.
is the Christmas with Babyface
Yeah.
Christmas album.
It's fire.
Because it came out in the early 90s. That's when the girls were little.
Yeah.
And then it's just become a staple.
Yeah.
That and Jessica Simpson's Christmas album.
Yeah.
That's a banger. If you haven't listened to that, go take a peek on Spotify. But yeah, that's our Santa picture and our Christmas music kind of tradition. And then the other thing we want to talk about is our Christmas tree. Now, hear me out. We always had a Christmas tree. Well, when I was little, not counting when I was in foster care. But, you know, when we went to go live with my dad, he always had a real Christmas tree. But it was always a small one.
Sure.
And it was always that, not the Douglas fir. What's the other one?
Noble?
No, it was a Douglas fir.
Yeah, I was going to say it is a Douglas fir.
Yeah. So it was a Douglas fir. It's one of those bushy trees, right? It had like maybe 5 ornaments on it. It was sad. I mean, this tree looks better than the trees that we had growing up. And so I always said, when I get older, I'm going to buy the biggest, tallest, fattest tree I can find.
Sure.
Little did I remember that you can only buy a tree that fits your house. So we did only get like a 7, 8, maybe sometimes 6, 7.
I think we got a 10.
Well, no. When we first started out, when it was before we had any kids,
Yes.
It was like 6, 7, 7, 8 noble fir, the ones with the spaces in between.
Yeah,
you know?
we used to work at a tree lot.
We did at Costco.
Yeah.
And I always said, put me in the tree lot. Put me in the tree lot. Because 1, it was super fun.
Yeah.
And 2, the people that went out there and bought trees, they were always like in a good mood. And they always tipped you. So I was like,
Yeah, and then we got to make our own schedules.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And then we got to pick our own tree.
Yeah, which is
so
cool.
the minute those bitches rolled in off the truck,
fresh.
they had ice on them, like snow on them. And I'm like, yeah. I had this little ring, you guys, that you put on and it had a little hook on it. So you can just go
cut the
rope. The wire or the
rope
rope off the trees. And then it goes, right? And then I made him open like 100 trees. And I'm like, okay, that one, put that one in the back, right?
Yeah.
So we got to pick our own trees. But anyway, we always had a real tree.
Yeah.
Right. So we started out with like a 6, 7, and then as we moved, we got bigger trees, and then we always would take the kids to look for them, and let them pick it out. And when I say let them pick it out, I let them pull one out, and then I got to pick the tree. Because I'm like, look at the bottom. I don't want any dead needles. Like I was like that.
Any spaces.
And then I would make them spin with the tree.
Yeah.
You know, and then I would like, okay, no, I don't like that one. And then like by the 40th tree, they're like, come on. And then I finally find one.
Yeah.
So then we started, because we'd go to a tree lot or we'd go to Costco or Home Depot or wherever.
Yeah, wherever there was a tree lot.
Yeah. And then it got to the point where like they were in high school, the kids were in high school, and they were like, the wrestling team, I think, had a fundraiser.
Yeah.
Buy a tree. And I was like, oh no, because I don't get to pick it out.
Yeah.
But then they were awesome.
Every year.
Every year. They had like, I'm not even joking. They had snow. Like you open them up and every branch had snow on it. That's how fresh they were.
I remember feeling like the leaves were like soft, like fur.
Yeah.
That's how fresh it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It almost felt fake.
Yeah.
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 So we did that. Then they started sucking.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then they were super expensive. And I was like, dude, no.
We switched to a different one.
Yeah, we switched to one in Long Beach.
Yeah.
My friend's
Your buddy. Yeah.
kids' baseball team. Then we switched to Tustin baseball team.
Yeah.
And that sucked. And then I said, fuck it, we're going back to the lots. And then they, you know, it was hard to find them. But anyway, and then 2 years ago,
Yes.
we had 2 trees because I said, I'm never having a fake tree. I don't want an artificial tree. When I'm in the ground buried, then you can buy your goddamn artificial tree. But all the trees now, we're in Southern California. All the trees now, they're literally half dead when you get them. Even if you go on the first night they roll in, they're half dead. They don't last till like the 15th. And then they're a fire hazard in your house. Right?
Yeah.
So one year...
I remember one year it was like right when I took all the ornaments off and I took it outside. I was like, I didn't remember it being brown.
No, well, it turned brown. But I was like...
But super fast.
No, really fast. And that's what like disappointed me because I'm like, you have your... Because then he was like, please, I want an artificial tree.
Yeah.
So we did. So we put one in the like the family room and one in like their formal room or whatever.
Yeah.
And so we had 2 trees, a real one and an artificial one. And the real one did not even smell like Christmas tree.
No.
Like at all. The first day we brought it home. And I'm like, is it just me? Or I'm like, nope, doesn't smell. Then it went bad really fast. And I'm like, fuck these trees, dude. Like, they're so $250 for a goddamn tree. And it's not even fresh. So I said, fine. So last year and the year before was the first year we had an artificial tree.
Yeah,
it still makes me sad.
Yeah.
But anyway, the best part of getting a real tree is making Tate drag it in the house because it's like 100 pounds because I get like the biggest tree because we have like 18-foot vaulted ceiling. So like I'll buy a 12-foot tree. I don't care. And if it's perfect, and Donovan loves the big tree too. Yeah. I'm going to try and find the picture of the kids. Like they had to use a ladder one year because our tree was so goddamn big. But like watching him underneath the tree, putting it in the tree, like it's in the tree stand. And all you can see is his little legs hanging out. And then he's like turning it. And I'm like, no, to the left. Wait, no, it's leaning. And he's doing this. And then he's like, and then we're laughing at him because all you see is his butt and his legs hanging out from the tree. And you can tell he's sweating. And he's like, hurry up. We're all laughing. We're all, no, a little to the left. So that was our tradition of making fun of Tate when he's under the Christmas tree. Huh?
Trying to balance it. The tree stands are horrible.
I know, but I found my favorite tree stand when we moved my dad.
Yeah.
And it's literally made out of wrought iron. It weighs 1,000 pounds, but that bitch ain't going nowhere. It's so nice.
It's a really good
big,
one.
And it's like super heavy. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Because we have a fake tree now. So c'est la vie.
And it's perfect every year.
It is perfect. He opened it up recently when we put all our stuff up. And I was like, oh, I forgot how perfect it is. So now I buy the Bath and Body Works. Their candle, what is it called? Fir something. Evergreen fir, I don't know, something like that, but it smells like pine needles. So don't get those little sticks that you put in there to make it smell like a Christmas tree because they don't work. But get the what is it called?
I don't remember.
Anyway, it's fir something, but it like noble fir. I don't know what it's called, but it smells delicious. It smells like a real Christmas tree. Yeah. So anyway, so we do that. And then when we started getting the artificial Christmas tree, thanks Josh and Mayo, because they have an artificial tree. And they took us one year to go have breakfast at Earth Cafe. And then we went to a place where like Disneyland buys their Christmas ornaments, to decorate the park, like the giant ones. And you can only get in there if you have a business license. So Mayo has one. And so we would go there and we were like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah.
And we bought so much stuff. And so that's our cousin tradition. The Christmas tree. We go every year.
Started that, 2 years ago?
2 years ago. And this is our third year. And then we go have our breakfast with our cousins. And then we go shopping. Even though we don't need any more decorations, we still go. Well, somebody needs something. But it's really fun.
The basket's always full.
I know. It is. And
what the heck?
So we didn't take you the first year home.
No.
We didn't take him or Donovan the first year. It was just me, Josh, Mayo, Jason, and Drew. And we were gone all day, all the way up until the night. Because we did our breakfast, then we went to Shinoda, that's in Orange County. Then we went all the way to LA to where the Kardashians shop. Because Josh was like, you got to see this Christmas store. And it was really cool, but it was fucking expensive. It was like, I'm not even joking, it was like $150 for one ornament. It was like insanity.
What were they nice?
They were really nice.
They were.
But I'm like, are they glass blown with someone's gold lips? Like, why is it so expensive? And it's glass, it's gonna break. But I guess when you have the money, win in room, I guess. But suffice it to say, we did not buy one thing in there.
What's the name of that store?
I forget. I'll have to.
I'm surprised Drew didn't buy anything.
Well, she was looking at all this stuff, but I don't care how much money that girl makes. She will always go, how much? How much? She went to go buy Lisa a gift last year for Christmas.
Sure.
And I think she bought her like, I don't know, Louis Vuitton like slippers or something. And then she was like, how much? And I couldn't stop laughing. And she turned out just, what's so funny? And I'm like, well, you don't even have to ask how much. She goes, I know, but I want to know before I buy it. Because sometimes she'll go, nah. She's just like my dad. She'll put stuff in her Amazon cart and it'll sit there for like 3 months. Can't pull the trigger on that yet. It's too expensive. Gotta wait. It's just crazy, dude. But it's good. She's a great saver too. So anyway, okay. So that's our Christmas tree. When we get a Christmas tree, that's the history and the tradition of us getting a Christmas tree.
And then turning into an artificial.
Yeah. But we even just backing up when the girls were in college, we waited till they got home.
Yeah.
And sometimes it was like the third week of December.
Yeah. We were like a couple days out.
Yeah. So I would negotiate. Like, I'm like, dude, it's a week before Christmas. Come on. I had to wait till my kids came in from college. Like, you're seriously going to charge me $200 for this? It's a week till Christmas. And they're like, supply and demand. I go, okay, never mind. I go, wait, hold on. Maybe I can do it. And I always got a discount. Well, I don't pay that much money for, half dead tree.
For 4 days?
For 4 days. So we've cut it close a lot.
We did.
I think one year we bought it on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And then it was a buy one, get one.
Yeah, and that was true. It was bad. I had to like hide in the corner.
Yeah. The whole half of the tree's missing. It's fine. Just put it in the corner. Nobody will know. And we did it.
It came out great.
Because we had to stick to our tradition. So anyway, that was our Christmas tree. That's our Christmas tree tradition. And then, also too, when the kids went to go pick the Christmas tree, whatever one they found, like I would, okay, get in front of it. I need to take a picture of you guys. Yeah. And we always did that too. So that was kind of cool.
You were always taking pictures. So that whole process, whole event. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next up was the ornaments, because of course you need ornaments to put on the tree. So you want to start with the first one?
Yeah, we get those OG ornaments, man, for the kids. Like for example, the angel that's on top of that thing. That's like, what'd you say, 32 years old? Yeah.
Yeah. So we have this angel, and we'll put a picture of it so you can see it.
Yeah.
Before we had any kids.
Yeah, before.
We went to what was it? Pick and Save?
I think it was.
There was a store that used to be called Pick and Save, but it's now called Big Lots.
Big Lots, yeah.
If you guys don't know what that is. And they just had everything like super cheap. And I just remember I got paid and I go, let's go buy Christmas ornaments, because it was our first apartment and it was going to be our first Christmas, like buying our own tree and everything. I was fired the fuck up. And we went and we bought all these ornaments. And to this day, we still have them.
The majority of them.
Ones that didn't break or whatever. But like, let's say I bought 50 ornaments. We have like 45 ornaments. Yeah. Like we have almost all of them.
Yeah, we held on to them.
Yeah. And then the angel.
We have way too many ornaments, by the way.
You can never have too many ornaments.
There's not enough tree for ornaments.
What are you talking about? We have a 10-foot tree. It's fine. Actually, I think it's a 12-foot tree. It's fine. There's no way you can fill it all the way up. But like the ornament, the angel. You want to talk about the angel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's super old, but it still fires up. It goes on top of the tree, just like it always is every year.
It still lights up, you guys. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's so cool.
We'll put a picture of it. But yeah, we still have that. Yeah.
It's a little dingy now because you can see the color. It's changing colors.
It's not dingy. It's beautiful. It's an angel. Don't talk shit on my angel.
I'm not. I'm just saying it's a little. It's aging. It's aging.
It's a classic, okay?
I know.
It's vintage.
I think I just jinxed it. Watch it not work now.
If it doesn't work, I'm literally gonna punch you in the throat. You're like cursing my angel. All right. Anyway, so next up, with the ornaments. Yeah. Every kid has their first ornament. It's so cute. I'll put their pictures up here. Everyone has a different first ornament.
Yeah, they made it in each one. Was it all kindergarten or was it first grade?
No. I'm talking about your baby's first Christmas ornament.
Yes.
And when I was telling you it was the one my dad and his girlfriend bought,
yes,
that's not true. My friend Sarah bought those little precious moments.
Yes.
She bought her a precious moments angel. And then I wrote on the back on the wings, like Jason's first Christmas. So that was technically her first
That
one.
was.
And and then Drew had a little ceramic baby book that said first name. And then I think poor Donovan. These are all like precious, like glass ornaments. Yeah. And Donovan's, and the pink one was from Nordstrom. I remember. Yeah, it was. Yeah. You were right. And then Donovan's is like a wooden Dalmatian one from Disneyland. I don't know why I picked that one. Poor kid. I'm all, that looks good. Put it in the cart.
He liked it. He likes it.
But anyway, each of the kids have their own ornaments, which is really cool.
Goes on the tree every year.
And then the kids make stuff at home or at school.
Yeah, the kids make ornaments at school. I made it. I made them.
And then they bring them home, and they're like, "Oh, we made you something."
Yeah.
And so it's like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." So for whatever reason, Jason's ornaments always get made fun of.
Yeah, they just something happens.
I don't know what it was, but she always made things, and then Drew always like had paper things. Like Jason had like clay or something, and then Drew always had something paper. So like we never made fun of the paper ones. We only made fun of Jason's.
It just, I think it just turned out that way.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
but it's so funny.
I know.
Like tell them about the one we always make fun of.
Yeah, the first one, I think it was kindergarten. I believe the project was candy canes, and they're making candy canes with some kind of.
They were made out of gingerbread dough.
Some kind of, and it's going to harden.
Yeah.
Right. And so everyone knows what color a candy cane is. It's white and red, right?
Yeah.
It's striped, right? So Daisy brought it home, and the first thing I thought of when I saw it, it looks like poop.
You're so mean. She's 5.
I didn't tell her. I didn't tell her that. I just said in my head when I saw it, it looked like poop.
Then how come we all call it the poop ornament?
No, because then we just started talking. We started talking about it. I'm just telling you when she first showed it to me.
Hey, we caught his ass in a lie on the last episode.
She first
remember?
showed.
Do I need to call Jason? Do I need to call in a friend right now again?
No.
Anyway,
I'm not denying we call it the poop ornament. I'm not denying that.
I called before this episode, before we started filming, I called Jason and I go, hey, who made the poop ornament? And then Jason goes, that was me. And I go, oh, okay. Then she made another like decoration. It wasn't an ornament, but she made a decoration, and it was like the base of it was made out of beans, right? So they put them in a cup and then they poured glue in it so it hardened, and it was like a bunch of beans stuck together with a candle in the middle.
Yeah, formed like a pot, right? The beans were supposed to be some kind of pot.
Yeah, some kind of base, right? And it was like a nice candle, and so it's supposed to be like a centerpiece on the table or the dining room table or something. And, we store our ornaments in the garage. Yeah. And it gets hot as fuck in the garage. And one year it melted. Yeah. But it melted to look like in the shape of a phallic, right?
A ween?
A ween. There you go. It looked like a ween. Right?
Yeah, it melted and it looked like a wing at 90 degrees.
Like a hook ween. Ladies, have you ever dated a guy with a hook ween?
All right.
That's
too much. Too much, buddy.
Drop it in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. But that's what it looked like. And now that's called the ween candle. So when I called Jason, I said, hey, who made the poop ornament? Was that you or Drew? And she goes, it was me. And I go, and who made the ween candle? And she goes, that was again me. And she goes, and I'm a lesbian. And how ironic is that I made a candle in the shape of a wiener? That's awesome. I was dying. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I go, well, what did Drew make that we made fun of? She goes, nothing. Absolutely nothing. It was always my shit. And then I said, well, speaking of shit, Donovan did have a picture that he took in preschool.
Yeah, it's such a cute picture.
It's such a cute picture. Yeah. We'll put it up here. But it looks like, it's an ornament, but it looks like he's sitting inside a stocking, right?
It's so cool.
And his teacher told me, fun fact about this picture. He had crapped his pants. And he was the last one that we needed to take a picture. And he's like, poop. And she goes, and I made him sit there just for a second. And I'm like, you made my son sit in his own shit? And then I go, that's kind of funny.
She wanted to take the picture.
She wanted to get a picture. She's like, it's so cute. He's got the cutest face. And he has like a little Santa hat on. Yeah. And I was like, that's kind of funny. And I like the backstory. She goes, I promise we didn't keep him in very long. He had just pooped and we're like, okay, smile. So I was like, all right, that's going to be a story for the archives. I love it. So we take our Christmas ornaments serious, you guys. And I'm a hoarder when it comes to that. Yeah. I don't get rid of any of the kids' projects or anything.
They're everywhere, all over the house.
And some of them are like paper placemats and stuff. We don't really bring those out. They stay in the thing, but they're so freaking cute.
I know.
So anyway, we'll see how many pictures we can take of all of their ornaments. Some of them are really fun.
You know what's funny about that is I find all this stuff and I go, man, I need to throw this away. And I go, right, I'm just telling you, be honest, right? This is why
I know.
It's taking up too much space. What the hell? And then I go, I'll take care of it. And I put it back. And then I close the door and then I come across it like months later again. Oh man, I should have thrown it. And then I put it back.
If you ever throw any of our kids' ornaments or decorations, you better sleep with one eye open. Because I will find you. No. What are you talking about then?
No, it's just because they're everywhere.
So, listen, moms, you keep everything. You keep everything that you want, and just make sure you keep tabs of it. Make sure nothing's missing.
Hey, the only reason why I say that is because I always end up moving it.
So?
What do you mean so?
That's your job. That's a dad task. drop in the comments if you think I'm telling the truth.
It just goes from one end of the house to the other.
Listen, here he is bitching about this, right? But I'm the one who buys all the presents. I'm the one who wraps most of them.
What does that have to do with the ornaments?
I stuff the stockings.
What does that have to do with the ornaments?
Because you're like, I have to do all the work. You do that work, I do this work, and it's
Honey,
we're
running a bit.
We're killing it. No, I know. I'm just saying, divide and conquer, right? If anything's missing, I will cut you.
No, I don't. I haven't thrown anything away.
I know. Okay. All right. So next up, we're going to talk about the Christmas presents.
Yeah.
And
how we handle that.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it's ridiculous.
It's out of control.
So listen, we have always wanted our kids to stay as young as possible, right? So we talked about in earlier episodes where we didn't let our kids watch R-rated movies till they were like literally in high school. And even then I was like, which one? Which movie you're trying to watch? Because we just want our kids to stay as young as possible, right?
Yeah. So for the longest, we kept that Santa idea around, man.
The Santa magic alive.
Yeah, we kept it as long as we could.
Yeah.
You know?
So, and then the kids get older and then the kids talk shit at school and they're like, he's not real and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, those are just a bunch of haters, dude. They'll come home and say, yeah. They'll say, hey, Daddy, like, is Santa real?
Yeah.
And what would you say?
I tell them, yeah, man, he's real. Have you been good today?
Yeah.
And they go, yeah. I go, you better be.
Yeah. And then, like, they'll say, Mommy, they said, so-and-so said that, you guys put all the presents. And I'm all, we're broke. What the fuck am I going to get all that money for all those presents? And Drew's like, oh, yeah, you're right. And she goes back to school. My mom's broke. How's she going to? I was like, shit, I shouldn't have said that. And then moms are going, is everything okay? Oh, bitch, fuck off. It's because Drew's over there telling them we're all like fucking broke, right? So we kept the dream alive for as long as possible.
A tradition.
And one of the ways we did that is not one present was ever underneath that tree. Not, how people, it's usually their white friends, right? They wrap and then they put, presents under the tree and then the kids are over there like shaking them and stuff. And they're like, how many presents do you guys have under your tree? And Dason and Drew are going, none. And they're always worried. He's not coming. He's not coming. Stockings were empty.
Yeah, we never.
But when they woke up, fucking sea of presents.
Yeah, like you couldn't walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't walk with it. It was presents after presents. I was like, what are we doing?
Tate's always like, now we really are broke. But the thing is, we never wrapped anything until Christmas Eve. You guys, let me tell you a little story about sacrifice. Sacrifice of sleep, sanity, and happiness. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, plus we'd be coming from your brothers.
I know, we're going to get into that in a minute.
Okay.
So we would literally stay up till like 5 a.m, sometimes later.
I think the sun came up a couple times.
No, almost every year, right? Because we're wrapping all night.
All night.
And we divide and conquer. Yeah. Everybody goes into a different room.
Yeah.
And I put my Christmas music on and I'm rapping.
Yeah.
And then Tate will come in. He'll knock. Can I come in? Because sometimes he'll be rapping his shit. And can I come in? Okay, I need more tape, whatever. So every year in like September, I'm buying Christmas wrapping paper, tape, scissors, all kinds of shit to be ready for our Santa's workshop is what we called it. Then we started calling it Santa's workshop.
Yeah.
And so we would stay up all night. Here's the thing. I like to wrap things individually.
Yeah. Everything.
If I get you like a warm-up suit, it comes with a top and a bottom.
Yeah. 2 different presents.
I'm wrapping them separately, right? Or if they're like a set, okay, I'm going to wrap them. But then if they're underwear and they're in a package, this motherfucker will just wrap the package, put their name on it. And I'm all, no, open the package, put the underwear and line them up, put tissue paper, put it in a box, wrap it, put a bow.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my God. But it's the experience.
Yeah.
I want our kids to have that experience, even down to the stockings. You know, you just get little junk like comb, like a comb for your hair and maybe some hair ties and maybe some lip balm and whatever, right?
Yeah. Little trinkets, whatever, little jewelry thing. Yeah.
Little Dollar Tree store stuff, right? Everything is wrapped. Yeah. Everything. Every little tiny thing. If it's a Prezi and it goes in the stocking, that fucker's wrapped. You get a wallet, it's wrapped. Yeah. Right? You get a hairbrush, that shit's wrapped. Yeah. Because the unwrapping is
the best part.
It's the experience, right?
Yeah.
It gives your kids the experience. And the reason why we started this is because in the early days we were broke.
I know.
And we had to be in the dollar bin, and we had to, and so it was just the experience. It's not necessarily what's in it.
No.
Right?
Yeah. And the look on their faces when they're just opening is it's like, I'm in. You know what I mean? Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean?
Like, when you get those packs of like lip smacker, like chapsticks, and it comes with like 5.
Yeah.
I would rip that open and wrap every single one of them.
Throw all those in the stocking. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they would open them and go, I wonder what this is. Yeah. Oh, I wonder what this is.
Or they'll go, what flavor is this one? This one's great. Right? So that's how it started. That's why the individually wrapped things started, because it looked like they had a million presents, and they technically did, but a lot of them were supposed to be grouped together. So that's what we did, and that's how we did our Christmas presents. And that's pretty much it on the Christmas presents, right?
Well, we're including stockings too, right?
Yeah, we just talked about that.
Yeah.
We just talked about wrapping the presents in the stocking.
No, but we put candy in there too, and then...
Oh, yeah. Oh, let's talk about that. Brain blast. 'Cause that's not on our list. The candy... For years, we were buying the Christmas candy, right?
Yeah.
Like the big bags of like Snickers with all the little things, and you put them in. Literally, everybody would get like 5 pounds of candy in their stocking, and then when Christmas is done, everybody would empty their stockings and put all their candy in a Ziploc, and we had 10 bags of fucking chocolate until Halloween. It's such a waste of money. No one ate it. But it was like the experience of getting all that candy.
And we just did it every year. Your dad was like the most beneficial though. He would say, I can't wait till Christmas.
Yeah. He didn't care about presents. He only cared about he's a chocoholic, so he couldn't wait. So then it got to the point where like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I said, fuck this candy. Nobody eats it. And it's getting more and more expensive. Sure. So I'm like, what the hell? So now here's a little tip, guys. Just go to Trader Joe's. They have the coolest candy. They have different candy. Yeah. You can go to World Market. They have different candy from all over the world. And it's like that. And they come in big containers, so you can fill the stocking up really fast. That's why I bought so many bags of candy, because it took a long,
Yeah, they're big.
They didn't take a lot. I mean, they were little candies, so you had to buy a lot to make it filled up.
Yeah, Noel has to fill it to the top.
So? Not with candy, only halfway. And then all the other prezzies sit on top of the candy. Right? Or if it's a really good present, it's down at the bottom. So now everybody dumps everything out trying to see what's at the bottom.
Right.
But now we buy stuff from Trader Joe's, World Market, really cool candies. They're in big containers and they're unique and everybody loves them. So now that's what we do. So you're welcome. All right. So moving on to Christmas Eve. We got to blow through these because we have 2 more.
Yeah.
So go ahead and go over Christmas Eve.
Oh, Christmas Eve for the longest was always at your brother's. And there was always barbecue from a certain barbecue place by your brother's house, right? There was always alcohol, music.
2 bonfires.
Yeah, 2.
One in the front yard, one in the backyard. My brother loves a fire. Put another log on. Jason's like, if he puts another log on, I'm going to kill him. It's too hot in here. We're in Big Bear that one year. My brother loves a fire log. Hates to see my brother coming.
He's going to light it up.
He's going to light that bitch up. Even if it's like 98 degrees outside. So
so that, and then good conversation, games, and then we have gift exchange, and then we have our one of our biggest games is the white elephant. Yeah, and that's been continued. The last 2 years it's been switched from your brother's to Drew's, right? Because her place is bigger, but everything else is the same.
Yeah.
I think our group has gotten bigger.
Yeah.
We've added quite a few people to our Christmas Eve extravaganza, but it's still all the same. Barbecue, games, conversation. It's just fun.
I can't take you seriously with that thing on your head.
I can barely see you.
I know your left eye is like, pull it back a little.
I keep, then it keeps falling.
That's so funny. I'm like, I can't take you seriously right now. But it is fun. But my brother's house got a little too small for our group, so we moved it to Drew's because Drew just got her house last year. So it's been really fun.
Yeah.
But one of the things my brother likes to do just recently is he likes to dress up.
Yeah. Like it's Halloween. It's crazy.
So one year he wore, I don't know where he got this, but like a red blazer, like that was like sequin blazer, had the matching pants, cowboy boots, a big red cowboy hat.
Yeah.
I don't know. He he cracks me up. I'll see if I can find a picture. Then last year,
What character was that though? I was.
it wasn't a character. I said ugly. Everybody wear ugly Christmas sweaters.
Sure.
And I think that would be fun. And he goes, oh. And he goes, oh. And then when he showed up, he goes, what? Why is everybody wearing a Christmas sweater? I go, what the fuck are you wearing? Because he opened the door and he's like, Merry Christmas. And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck are you wearing? And I was laughing. He was like, you said to dress ugly. And I go, I said ugly Christmas sweater. And he's like, oh. And I go, dude, I love it. You win. We were going to have a costume contest.
No.
He's like, really? And I go, no, but you still win. So then last year he comes and I same thing, just wear an ugly Christmas sweater. So he has to keep the tradition going.
Yeah.
And what did he wear?
He was the conductor from the Polar Express.
Like, I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
I
like-
will find a picture and I will put it up here.
Top to bottom. He
The
was
hat,
the
the
glass,
fake mustache,
the
glasses, the blazer.
yeah, the little ticket counter
Yeah,
thingy.
the little ticket punch.
Yeah, ticket puncher.
Yeah.
The pants,
Yeah.
the shoes.
Yeah. And he was walking around going, tickets, everybody pull your tickets out. It's time. And he was like, the little puncher, it's time just to show me your ticket. And I said, because I need to punch your ticket. And by the time the end of the night, he was in full
It was
character.
overkill.
It was too much because
Yeah.
we were drunk at that point.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to punch your throat if you don't get out of my face. And we were just dying laughing because my brother's so funny. He just doesn't, he wants everybody to have a good time.
Yeah, it's
like,
the best.
and then we're opening
the
gifts
best.
and he kept doing it. He kept
Yeah.
saying, let me punch your tickets. And then his daughter's like, Dad, sit down. He's got beer in one hand and he's got his ticket puncher in the other one. He's like, get your tickets out. And Cruz is like, Dad, sit down. You're so embarrassing. People are trying to open their presents. And he's like, oh, sorry, guys. And then he'll sit down for 2 seconds and then he'll get back up. Hey, anybody want to take a ride on the Polar Express? And then you start going, choo, choo. Remember that? And Jason's like, oh my God, my uncle's the best. It's so awesome.
It's awesome.
And this year he's not coming because that asshole's in Scotland right now. I saw the pictures. It looks like a blast.
I'm jealous.
I know. Fucker. Anyway. Okay. And then, oh my gosh. Do you want to talk really quick about the White Elephant game?
Yeah, I was waiting.
Yeah, go ahead.
So one of the games, well, there's quite a few games, but one of them we enjoy the most is a white elephant, right? And so the white elephant is gotten to the point where it's just a gag.
Yeah.
It didn't start off that way.
Yeah.
It didn't start out when we first started doing it, but then it's turned into this gag thing. So there's a certain gift, just like like we shared earlier with the gold watch.
Yeah.
It's real similar to that, where there's a certain
keep
gift.
re-gifting.
Yeah. It just keeps circling and circling, and it's a like a clay dragon.
Yeah.
And it's like on a plate or something standing up, and it's just
It's like
ugly.
this big.
It's so freaking
It's like a
ugly.
3D dragon coming out, but it's all ceramic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
And it's just this ugly
Your
gaudy-
brother got that, didn't
he? He got it at work.
Yeah, he got it at work and he was like, what the fuck is this? And it was a secret Santa gift. It wasn't a white elephant gift. So he said, I think he's the one that started,
Yeah.
I'm just going to bring this
Yeah.
and see what everybody thinks.
Yeah.
And we were all fighting over that dragon.
Yeah.
So then every year, whoever got it had to bring it back the next year and
Yeah.
wrap it up. And I think we did it for a couple of years and then it just went missing one year. I don't know. I think someone got it. They were embarrassed and they never brought it back. But I
There's
remember,
some funny gifts though.
dude, one year, get this. I think Jason was in high school.
Yeah.
Poor Jason. Everything happens to Jason. One year, Jason got salt and pepper shakers, right?
Yeah.
As she opened it and she was like, oh. And then she got to steal a gift and put that one back, whatever. But by the time it kept making its round and it got to her, we could not stop laughing.
Yeah.
And then my dad made it worse. He's like, you got the salt and pepper shakers, loser. Like, and she was so mad. She started crying. She went outside to the front yard where the bonfire was and started crying. We were dying.
Your dad, I don't know if you remember, but your dad told me he switched gifts with her.
At the end, yeah. After he made her feel like shit and embarrassed her because he was drunk off his ass.
He's just playing around.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But she's so
It was
Jason's
bad,
so
though.
she's our little ladybug. She's like so sensitive. But she still gets prickly about that stuff. Anyway. Okay, so then the last thing before we cut out here, you guys, is actual Christmas Day. Like what
Yes.
happens on Christmas Day. So just to give you some context, I make my homemade pozole on Christmas Eve, and it just simmers on the stove, and then another one simmers in a crock pot. We got 2 things going. Then Christmas Day, we always do stockings first. So we all grab our own stockings, or maybe Donovan will hand out everybody's stockings. And then
Candy for breakfast.
who eats candy for breakfast? We do. On Christmas, we eat candy for breakfast.
And bake cinnamon rolls.
We do bake cinnamon rolls. This year I'm going to try, Jason sent me a recipe, and I'm not going to try it. She's going to try it. I said, make those for Christmas morning. Because usually you just buy the Pillsbury ones.
Yeah.
But she wants to make these other ones. It's kind of like Pillsbury, but like ramped up so they taste like cinnamon.
Oh, nice.
So she has a recipe for that. She's in her baking, cooking era right now.
I'm looking forward to that.
So we're going to let her roll with it. And then after we bake cinnamon rolls.
Then we fry up homemade tamales and eat them
Right.
with the pozole.
Yeah. But that's after like all of this right here, you guys, is, well, the cinnamon rolls, yes. Candy for breakfast, yes. The homemade tamales and eat it with the homemade pozole. That's after we open up all our presents. Right. So then every year, like when it's usually like it'll pass down from the oldest to the youngest. So Dason used to be the elf, right?
Yeah.
And pass out all the presents.
Yeah.
And then Drew got older. So we're like, oh, it's your turn, Drew. So for a couple of years, Drew started doing it. And now it's Donnie.
Yeah. And it's Donnie
Till someone has a grandkid or has their own kids, because he's the last one.
Yeah,
So we
that's
make
his
him do
job.
it. Yeah. So he passes out all the presents.
Right.
And then for me, I don't like when they unwrap. So if I'm unwrapping something and I look up and they're like on their 5th present, I'm like, wait, I want to see. So I make them slow down so I can watch them open their presents, because I love to watch
I know.
them.
And you like to take pictures. Hold it up. Hold it up.
Hold it up. I got so many pictures of the kids with their fucked up hair and going, or all right already.
I can't see it. Hold it up higher.
It's in your face. I can't see your face. And they're like, their hair is all mumbly. So yeah, we do that.
Then we watch Christmas movies. Charlie Brown Christmas specifically.
We have to start off with that one first.
Yes.
Because as you can see, I love Snoopy. Or just Charlie Brown in general.
Yeah.
The Peanuts gang.
Yeah. And so what ends up typically happening is everyone falls asleep.
After we watch movies.
Yeah. Everyone, because we're all full, tired from the night before. A couple hours later, we wake up and do it all over again.
Rinse and repeat. We go back at it. We eat more candy. Eat more tamales.
Yeah. Look at another present.
Like the presents you already opened.
Yeah.
You're like admiring what you got. Yeah. And we eat pozole for days.
I know.
Because I make so much.
It lasts for at least a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, those are our traditions on Christmas from beginning to end. So if you ever wonder what we're doing, just listen back on this episode.
Every Christmas, that's what we do.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome. Okay. Hey, I had a brain blast before we go, because we got this really cool DM and I want to read it to you. I don't think you've seen this. Okay. This, and I won't say the name because I don't know if this person wanted me to read this out loud, but you know who you are. And if you don't mind, drop your comment and say, hey, that was from me. But if not, stay silent because no one will know who it was. Okay. This says, this is after they watched our last episode.
Okay.
On how to have a peaceful holiday season, right? You both make me want to show up better for myself. I love you parasocially so deeply, the whole AF5 crew. You have all changed my lives in so many ways. Drew is healing my I want to be my own mom and have no kids part. Dason is helping me feel more confident as a queer, identifying person in this day and age and not taking no shit from nobody. Noelle, you're the mother I never had and always wanted. And Tate teaches me it's okay to be more reserved and say less is more. The impact is the same regardless. You have all changed my life and you make it seem so effortless. You are all doing enough, in all caps. I'm like tearing up right now, reading it again. How do I exist in the same time as you all lovely bunch? It's criminal. Happy holidays and birthday month to everyone involved. You are all enough. Yes, yes, yes.
So cool.
So, you know who you are. I almost said your name, but I don't know if you want me to read that. But I had to read that because that literally made me tear up twice now. Thanks a lot. But that was one of the most endearing DMs that we've gotten. And I just love it so much. And we've gotten a lot of DMs and I just forget to read them out loud on the pod. But we'll do our best to read them. But that one hit me hard. We got this one yesterday. and I clipped it so I could read it when we filmed today. And it's just so lovely. And we just want you to know we love you.
Thank you.
I am happy to be your internet mom. I know you're
happy to be the internet dad.
Yeah. And we can conquer this world together. So if you guys, anyone listening to this or watching this, and you have to lean on the AF5 for anything, because it's a mixed bag of nuts we got over here. And the one person she didn't note or mention was Donnie Dumps. And that guy will make you so calm. He's just like Christmas in a cup, dude. He's just so awesome. Yeah. So, that's not a dig on you for not mentioning him. I'm just saying there's something for everyone in our AF5, and we're happy to help.
Yeah, we're happy to be here.
Yeah.
Happy to represent the best way we can.
Yeah.
At least that's what we're trying to do when we're recording this podcast. I mean, we just want to speak from personal experience and share and hopefully help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So such a lovely message. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Yeah.
All of the people who tune in on a regular basis. I love how
we appreciate you guys so much.
I love how some of them are like, I'm here first. It's midnight. And we just love that.
Yeah.
And if we just help one person, our job here is done. And that's the whole reason why we started this podcast.
Yeah. Just to be a guiding light if we can.
Absolutely. And so anyway, before we start crying again, and by we, I mean me, we just want to say we love you guys so much. You have made this year so fucking fun for us.
Yeah, absolutely incredible.
On tour, meeting you. Brain blast. I just had another brain blast. I'm coming out of my sappy mode right now because I don't want to cry. We are going on, not a tour, but we're going to be in Canada.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We're going to be in Canada February 16th through the 18th. The girls, 2 Idiot Girls, are doing one show at the Just for Laughs, JFL, comedy
is it a
festival.
Yeah.
And it's only one night. So if you can, and you're in Canada, it's going to be in Vancouver, please get your tickets.
Did you say that with a Canadian accent?
Did I?
Sound like Vancouver. Like it sounds like you said it with an accent.
I said Vancouver.
It sounds like you say it with an accent.
Alex, you made me have a Canadian accent. That's how you say it, right?
I don't know.
How do you say it? Vancouver? No. Vancouver.
Yeah.
Anyway. Vancouver. No, that's a Boston accent. I don't know. Anyway, you ruined my plug.
Sorry.
We're going to put up the flyer right here. Tickets went on sale yesterday at 12. It's going to sell out fast, you guys. The venue is pretty decent size, but it's not giant. So when we were on tour across the United States, everyone's like, when are you coming to Canada? Well, ask and you shall receive. It's not a whole tour, but it's at least one night. So if you can get tickets, that would be amazing. And we would love to meet you because there will be a meet and greet. But yeah, anyway, I had that brain blast because I was going to say during tour, we met so many of you.
Talking about Canada.
Yeah. Well, no, not just Canada, just in general, meeting us, telling us that they love listening to our podcast.
Oh, right.
We're the parents they never had or wish they had and stuff like that. So if you see us in Canada, please don't hesitate to ask if you want a picture, if you want to chat for a little bit. Please don't be shy, or if you want a hug or whatever, just let us know so that we can meet you if you're in Canada. But anyway, shout out to that message that was sent yesterday. It was lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We love you guys. And guess what next week is? Episode 52.
The last one.
Well, the last one of 2024.
Sure.
And then we roll right into 2025. And we'll all need a brace for what's going on in the United States. So we'll be fine. We will be fine. But anyway, we love you guys so much. And we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Here it is. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
to you. Okay, I'm done.
Your tree's deflating. your tree's starting out like this, and then it's all.
That's so exhausting.
Did you get all the jitters out? So I'm going to welcome everybody back. Then we're immediately going to do the handshake.
Okay.
So we don't forget.
We did. By the way, so it's a good thing we did it at the end.
I didn't even notice.
You were right.
This motherfucker. What are you going to learn? I am always right.
I know, you were right. You were right, but I'm saying I admit it. I admit it.
Jiminy Christmas.